girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Good morning, everybody. I hope that music helped you guys wake up a little bit. Woo! I'm telling you, this precious child needs to come home. And these people around this case who are playing games with this family in this case, they need to stop. I'm going to show you why. So let me say hi to some people here real quick while we're waiting for, notifications to go out and all that. So let me see who's here. Is my audio okay, everybody? Give me a 10-4. And as I said here, thank you for joining me this morning. Language warning, I'm a little heated, y'all. So let's see, lots of love for Michael and Brandi and Tyler and their whole Vaughn family, okay? I love it. Welcome, Cheesy Mary. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Purple. How you doing? Hi, Stephanie. Good morning. Good morning, Juju Bones. Hello, Glamady. Good morning. Buckeye Mama, hi. 10-4. Thank you so much. Hey, Peppermint Mocha. Hey, Kendra. Good morning. All right, so I'm going to just jump right on into it. No real reason to wait for too long here, So let me get my thing shared. We'll get it going. Let me know if you have any questions along the way here. So first, I'm going to kind of explain what's going on. And let me see here. Let me make sure I'm on live chat here. Give me just a moment. Live chat. There we go. That's so weird because I can see Buckeye Mama's hearts on my phone, but I'm not seeing them on the screen. That's so weird. Okay, hold on. Show. Oh, held for review because of what, hearts? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Yeah, for some reason it said held for review. I have no idea. I don't have anything like that going on. Like a spam filter or something. Good morning, Cinnamon Hot Hot Hot. How are you? Good morning. And I'm not sure how to say your name. I want to just call you Sav. Good morning, Pink Birdo. How are you? All right, guys, let me just get right into this. And let me get my timestamp for intro period here, because I always mark that at the beginning. That way people want to skip the intro, the hellos and all that. Well, good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just a little heated over this. I don't know why people are playing games, and especially Stacey Wondra. So, oh, just Savannah. Okay, making sure. Alrighty, here we go. I want to make clear that I don't appreciate creators who side with suspects at all. I don't think it's appropriate. I think it's disgusting. And there is one who has been literally helping Stacey Wondra a lot. Sending him money, paying him to interview, helping him get rides places, securing a place for him to stay. I mean, what the hell? But anyway. So she's putting out this stuff that she's calling receipts and proof that he's like innocent without any literal common knowledge of how you actually vet information. Because what she's put out the latest video is more of the same nonsense, and it just infuriates me. So in this video, I cussed. I'm going to go back through here before I put it out and try to bleep myself out. I'm mad. I'm very mad about this because I'm a mother and a grandmother, and I can't imagine what the Vaughn family is going through, and I pray for them every day. So I want you to watch this, and I'm going to show how easy it is to debunk this information and how additional stuff that he does in this little video screenshot that he sent to this creator named Eve. It's shady. All of it's shady. So here we go. Here is the video that she put out with my commentary, and stay tuned for my little video after showing how all of this is wrong. Everything that she puts out is wrong, and you should not be believing a suspect in the case of a missing child who has admitted that he was right there at the location where this child was lost at the time that he went missing. And he has stated that he knows he's going to be arrested. So why are you helping him? I really hope that Fruitland Police Department and the FBI, anybody involved, takes a look at this deeper. So here we go. All right, so this is the video that Eve put out 5 days ago, or on January 21st, claiming that this is proof that Stacey is telling her the truth. Is it though? I'm gonna let this play through and I'll talk over it. So he apparently texted her some screenshots. The first one that you see there is dated July 27th, 2021 at 3:37 p.m. Note the edit sign. And I'm going to hit play. So she pulls this up. She zooms in on it. She says he told her that he was in Ontario, but he was in Payette. She shows buildings with the yellow brick as being in Payette. And then she goes back to the photo. On that part, I don't think she's wrong about the photo if it's an A&W, because he said that it was an Arby's. I don't know. She believes, based on her video, that the A&W that she found has the yellow brick right there. So anyway, back to the photo. I don't want to miss anything here. Okay. All right, so now notice at the top, it says photos shared with. And that would have been Sarah. So interesting that this looks different in what she posted earlier today on the 27th. And I'll show you that next. Also, you'll notice that something else very important gets skipped over. So we're going to play this. She says that he told her that that's the daughter of a client or friend who spent the night and was there on July 28th. Again, these dates don't mean jack, and I'll show you. Good morning, True Smiles. She goes on and on about how if there was a child there, they'd be a witness to nefarious activity. Okay, so now she's scrolling past it. Notice, very important, remember this. There are 3 photos, 3 different, you notice they're different. 3 different photos in this photo roll. And then the photo of the hat, that photo of him, and this screenshot of Google. This is the one that she says is outside A&W. I just want to point out that there's 3 photos, all dated for Tuesday, July 27th. So she goes past those. Of course, I think she's going to click on something here. Let's see. I don't think she clicks on, well, no, she can't because this is a screenshot. He could have in his little video. I'll show you why that's important in just a moment. I noticed that she showed that photo of her and then acted like she was going to, this is verifying his timeline with receipts. Screenshots are not receipts. I have said that 100 times. I don't want to miss anything. Hang on. Okay. So for some reason, she closed it and then pulled it back up. I don't know. Maybe it was a different. Yeah, this is a different screenshot. 11:09. Is the other screenshot's also 11:09? Huh, that's 11:31. Just wondering in what order he took these screenshots, because I think that's important as well. Okay, so we're going to go back to right here. Now she makes a big fuss over, well, look. It says 9:56 p.m. on it. See? That's where he was. He was taking a photo for a friend. And it's pinned Eagle, Idaho, right there. So she goes over and pulls up a map of Emmett, Idaho. Okay, please take a note of the times right here. 42, 43, 48. When I did it, I got 50 and 51, but it doesn't matter. It's damn sure not 25, is it? He said on his interview with Justin for All, that after that photo was taken, because apparently he took the photo and they immediately drove away, right? He said that they were home 25 minutes later while pulling a car attached to the back of that truck with a strap, and supposedly Brandon back there steering it, and Sandra driving, who had never towed a vehicle before. I'm not even sure if she even drove a vehicle before, but she certainly had never towed before. Stacey said it was her first time she wanted to do it. So somehow they took a 42-minute drive in 25 minutes. Again, doesn't matter, doesn't make a hill of beans to me where she wanted to timestamp this. We're going to go back to the photo again, see what she says, just to see it. All right, I went through the rest of her video real quick. There's nothing else about any screenshots in it. But again, you'll notice that she relied on that screenshot and the date and time in it as if it was true, and put out today in her latest video that those date and times and locations cannot be changed. But that's not true at all. Are you getting it, Eve? Do you understand? So I don't know who's playing who. Are you playing all of us? Are you playing Stacey? Is Stacey playing you? I know Stacey's playing all of us. You really need to pull your head out of your butt and look at reality. Just like Stacey needs to face reality. He knows what happened. He knows who's involved, even if it's not even him. Which, I'm sorry, but these screenshots are sus as fug. But even if it's not him. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, your little camera roll here, there's no proof that stuff wasn't deleted from this little camera roll. It wouldn't say photo deleted. The photos just wouldn't be there. But if you change the date and time on any photo, that photo could have been taken 2, 4, 10 years ago. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about, because I'm going to pull up a photo from that long ago, actually like 15 years ago, and show you how you can change the date. I could go back again and change it again to whatever I want. And it'll show up in my camera roll on that date at that time, tagged with any location that I wish, whenever. So I don't go by this crap with the little tags on there, because I guarantee you law enforcement already has it. They know which ones have been deleted, moved, copied, information and data changed. There is metadata that is, did I say metadata? I'm tired. Metadata that is embedded in the photo itself that you can't change. So it doesn't matter to me what's here. This is not evidence. This is not proof of anything. But most importantly, when he did his little screen recording for Eve, and she put it out as further proof, like a dumbass that she is, she didn't even notice that he didn't show any of the data from these 3 photos. He only showed her a screenshot from the data of one of them. So I think it's these 2 that are exact. Nope, it's a little bit different in it. But again, anybody, I don't care if you have an IQ of 68 or 98, you can change all of that just by clicking on it, even if you've never done it before. If your phone won't let you do it, sorry. But let me show you how. I have the same Android device. I have an Android, just like he claims to have. And there's just so much weird shit about his video as well. So let me pull that up. And the first thing I want you to notice is that when he shows his home screen, there's a folder right there that says Google, where the link in there would be 2 photos. But instead, he scrolls down. You know what? Let's just do it now. Hang on. Okay, so now we're at her video that she posted yesterday on the 27th. And the title of this video, or the thumbnail, said it was proof. And this is not proof. So the first half of the video, she bashes on us. Fine, whatever. Then she says, oh, he sent me a screen recording, so here's proof. All right, so I'm going to hit play. This is his little recording that he sent to her. So let's see it.
We're going to go up here on top.
Oh, I missed something. Hold on.
Go up here on top.
You guys, do you notice he has 2 calculator apps and 2 clock apps? Go Google. So I'm not going to do it for this one, but you'll see what I mean. Go Google. You could do secret or hidden files Android app, or hide your files Android app, or secret photos vault Android app, and check out the icons. This one I think is the legitimate one on this phone screen that I can tell from what I've seen. I don't know. But anyway, this is kind of weird that he would have 2 calculators and 2 clocks. I'm just saying, let's continue.
Top. We'll go to photos.
So notice he goes all the way down here to photos instead of just clicking right here where the photos are right there. But anyway, I digress.
We'll go to photos.
So when he opened it, it went straight to this 2021 date. Now, let's swap over, because I tested this. I was like, why would it open up to an old date when he first opens up photos? Unless he, I don't know, doesn't make any sense. It just pops up right there where he needs it. When I open my photos and I close them, if I go down to an old photo and open it and look at it and whatever, if I close my photos and reopen it, it goes back to the beginning, my latest photos. Does your phone do that? So I did a little test of this, and I was right. We're going to swap over real quick and watch that video. I did the same thing on my phone to show you that on an Android, At least mine. When you open up photos like this, you go down, a few years and then close it. You reopen it, it goes back up to the top. So I don't know why this opened way down here, and you can see that it's scrolled down. So I don't know. He didn't want us to see whatever's at the top for some reason.
This is, now mind you, these are photos from July 25th. This is when Sarah, this one right here was specifically when Sarah was in the hospital. I will prove to you guys by proving the location. Go scroll up to location.
We don't give two shits where Sarah was on July 25th. But you'll notice here in a minute, why he's acting like he has to prove where she was. He's going to go into the same excruciating, long explanation. He pulls up the map and everything here, see? Pulls up the map. He gets real detailed. He gets down to street level on it. Like, who cares? Nobody cares about July 25th. We care about what happened up here July 27th. So watch what he does when he gets to that. Very interesting. Something that Eve chose to ignore because, she's not into details, I guess.
On the 25th, so you guys can verify. This one was taken at...
Now, notice first where it says blur background. That is not on the screenshot that she showed us in her video. So where did he take the screenshot? Where did he take it? It wasn't from this screen, but it was a full-size screenshot. I don't know, guys. I think that's kind of weird.
The Arby's parking lot.
Now, he says it was Arby's, but I don't know. It just has that yellow background that you can see there. And in Eve's video, she said that he was at an A&W in Payette, although he was saying it was an Arby's in Ontario. And then he corrected himself later and said, no, it was A&W. But it's all wrong. And again, I will show you how you can change the date, the time, and the GPS location on any photo, whether it has had any GPS data on it before.
The Arby's parking lot the day of the night in question. Oh, you'll see right here, 400 South 6th Street takes you.
Now notice he's taken this. Remember, I noticed earlier that the one screenshot was 11:06 p.m. The other one was 11:36 or something. This is at 8:26, 3 hours before he did those screenshots. Don't know if it was on the same date, but I don't know. It takes me about 30 whole seconds to take about 8 screenshots. I don't know about you.
Directly to the Arby's building, which is, keep in mind, July 26th.
Location. He seems to have kind of skipped it instead of going down where we could see.
Keep in mind, July 27th, 2021.
He keeps pointing that out. Keep in mind, it was July 27th at 3:37 p.m. This is where I was. Doesn't really matter, honestly, because that is not when Monkey went missing.
3:37 p.m. There's this to show y'all. Arby's was exactly on that road right there. Or sorry, not Arby's, A&W.
You got any wintergreen by chance?
And then this one.
Oh my God, the coughing and hacking and farting and spitting. Make it stop. Now, interestingly, this photo was apparently taken with an iPhone. So, how many devices did he have going and hooked up to Google Photos on that day?
Was taken after leaving the parking lot of A&W.
You notice he's fine with navigating around this phone too. Good morning,
I'll go
Manda.
back so you guys can see. You'll see, you just zoom in real close. Highway 95.
Again, all these details that don't matter. Watch what happens after, though. You'll see. Nobody gives a shit where you were at 3:37 p.m.
Oh my God.
We'll go back.
Hey.
Now watch what he does right here, you guys. And Eve is too either blinded by her belief in this creep or by her agenda that she has against Brandi and Tyler that she failed to notice what he does right here. He stopped for a second and he saw the three photos and he went, "Oh shit, I can't do that on these." 3 separate photos. Why did he not click on any of these? Instead, because this is the vital time, the rest of the day, right? On July 27th, show us where you were or where these photos say that you were. He didn't click on any of those. He skipped to the next day and starts sharing all kinds of bullshit data about this picture from the next day, stating that it was the daughter of his friend, the stuff that I already told you about, and was at home. Shows the map and everything. Like, nobody gives a shit. These are the ones that we told you we wanted the data on. So he pulls it up, pulls up the map. Oh, I vouched for it. This is where we lived. Like that means anything at all. And then she pulls up this thing that says, right here. Oh, this is not true. And my video proves it. You can pull up a photo from 2, 5, 10 years ago, and you can change the date and time of that to the same date, July 27th, 2021, and put a time on it and pin a location on it, whether a location has been tagged on that photo before. Regardless, you can do that. But she's like, "Oh, here's proof that you can't do it." Bitch, I did it. Bitch, many of us have done it. Full of crap. Full of crap. If you actually I just can't with this chick. I can't. Freaking crazy, woman. You're crazy. You need to get some help. That is all I have to say about that. All right. Well, let's just test your little theory out there, Eve, because I don't think that you have an actual understanding of how phones and GPS works. Okay? You just don't. You especially don't know shit about editing dates and times and locations on photos. So pay attention, sweetheart. I had to dig through my phone to find some photos of which both you referred to in your video. You said that if a photo already has the location embedded, you can't edit it. Well, I'm going to show you that that's not true. And I'm going to show you that you can add a location, any location that you want to a photo. And then you can change it again. You can change the date and time. So let me make a note here of what date I want to put on that so I can show you right on my timeline. So right now my phone says that do you see the one that says reindeer hot dogs? That's dated for September 11th of 2010. We're going to do some work here. The one underneath it that says August 29th, 2010. I'm going to make a copy of that. We're going to redate it for September 10th. And I'm going to add a location. That's different from the location that I add on the 29th. So I'm going to show you can do both. The one for September 11th, I'm going to change all that shit, and then we're going to change it to September 10th. And I'm going to show you what happens on the phone, on your photo roll, your camera roll. So be sure to pay attention here, sweetie. So this photo, see where it says Anchorage, Alaska? This is when I was in Alaska. Right there. And just like the one that you have on your screen right now at 11 minutes and 29 seconds into your video. Actually, I'm going to back up a little bit on one of his other ones. And yeah, I don't think it went past me that he deliberately skipped over some stuff. Did you not notice that? I guess not. You're not really paying attention. He skipped from the A&W photo to the next day. Did you not notice that? Are you really not smart enough to notice that he wouldn't provide you a screen recording of the 3 photos that he has that he claimed were timestamped at 9:56 p.m. way far away, 51 minutes away according to the map, but he said he got back in 25. Sure. The day in question, he skipped the most important photo. Because he made copies, honey. He made copies and then he changed the location. Are you really that dense? Don't you think he could have done that? Why would he skip over that if he's trying to prove himself? He had no problem showing the 3:37 timestamp, but then skipped to the next day. Why did he do that, Eve? You really didn't even notice that because you didn't mention it in your video? You were totally fine with him skipping right over it. I was like, wait. Why aren't you clicking on those? But you are so smart. You didn't even notice that. Okay. So we've got here this photo. We are going to, if I can remember how to do this, because this is not something I ever do. I think that you just... Hold on, let me figure it out here. Oh, hold on, my type, my recording thing is in the way. There we go. See, there's edit date and time and edit location. He didn't click on that little button, did he? But I'll show you the other way that you can do it. No, you can make a copy. Not create. Okay, let's do this first. Let's do the date and time first. Click on edit, and there's my menu. We're going to change it to September 10th. Okay. We're going to change the time to 8:15 a.m. Okay. See? Save. Now I'm going to change the location. Now I'm going to change the location. All right. So we're going to go. See, I can remove the location just like your video says. Or let's move it to Champaign, Illinois. Well, there you go. Now it's on Friday, September 10th. How'd that happen? You have to remove it first. I know I've done this before. Hi, Rusty. Thank you. I'm going to do this one again. So there's no location on this one. Let's also do September 10th. In August, so I'm going to go to and now they're both on September 10th. How did I do that? There it is, Charlotte, North Carolina. So you have to exit all the way out of it for it to save. I gotcha. This one says Charlotte, North Carolina. I wasn't in Charlotte, North Carolina. Boom! As you can see, I was in Anchorage, Alaska. How did I do that? This had a location on it already, honey. This had a location on it. You saw that. You can open it in Maps. There it is. Wait for that to load. All right, well, I cut it off at that point because then it showed my location and I didn't want that. So I cut it off there. I shall await Eve's response and see if she will get him to do a new video for those 3 photos. Although, again, you can still, it doesn't really matter because you can change the date, time, and location. So I don't believe it either way. I'm just saying it's awfully convenient that he skipped over those 3 photos. Now, I hope that law enforcement gets a hold of all of this information, all of his different interviews all over YouTube that he's been doing. And I hope they take a fresh look at all that. So there you have it. That's that for you. This is a prime example of why you do not assist or help a suspect in a crime, especially a missing child. You do not assist a suspect. I don't give a crap if they're sitting on the side of the road and need a ride or need somewhere to stay. It's just shameful that Eve assisted Stacey Wondra like that. It's not okay. I don't care what you think. It's not okay to give money to the suspect in a crime. Well, guys, what do you think? Thank you, Buckeye Mama. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. Aw, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hey, Eve, how stupid do you feel right now? I'm just curious. Just curious. Help a girl out. You feel pretty silly? Either he edited him and sent him to you, or you helped him gain access by getting in there and then edited shit for him. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Either way, my whole point is the date, time, and location on a photo doesn't mean squat. Nothing. Nothing. Don't believe screenshots, you guys. Ever. And somebody asked about law enforcement up here. Absolutely. So if they pull up the photo, there's metadata embedded inside the photo that you cannot edit. And it'll tell them all the edits that were done. So he knows this. He's just not telling Eve and everybody this, right? Because that's part of his plan. He wants to sway public opinion, get some sympathy. Oh, and by the way, I have my little bitty space heater going at my feet because it's cold. Is it loud? Is it okay? I was freezing. I had to turn it on. Boom goes the dynamite. I love it. Yes, I totally agree. Trying to push a little too hard. Push a little hard. Trying too hard. Hello, Pam. Good morning. Please hit the like button if you have not already. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. Awesome. I'm reading these comments up here. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Wendy. Hello, Glamity again. And good morning, Adrian. How are you? Are you saying you can't hear me? Oh, the fan. Oh my God. See? I tell you what, short-term memory here. Wait till y'all are 50. Where's this one? I need a sound effect to go with that. Womp, womp, womp. I wish it would show me the medal. I'm in StreamYard, so I can't see it. That's too cute. Thank you. Boom. I need to, once I get back home, I have my soundboard I'll hook up. Well, welcome, Margaret. Thank you so much for being here. And good morning to you too, Lacey Ann. Okay. Yeah, me too. I'm not 50. I am $39.99 plus shipping and handling. But I can tell you one thing. I was bored at night, just not last night. Know what I mean? These fools like Stacy and Eve can't get by stuff like that. You know? You get a little life experience behind you, you know, and I'm good at tech anyway. So I was like, and I'm just gonna, you know, pull out my own phone and show her how wrong she is. Absolutely. Get your butt off YouTube and go outside and dig in the dirt for, I don't know, ever. I'm sorry, but, exactly. I'm sorry, but you just don't help a suspect in a crime. You just don't do it. They are named suspects. Named suspects. You don't do that. Exactly. Yeah, I know. And see, I'm open-minded. I had just found her channel through the Stacy interviews. Right? I subbed up to her and I watched her interview, and what struck me, if you go back a couple of lives, I did a review on all of his interviews that he's done on all the channels. So you can go back and watch that, please. I pointed out all of the inconsistencies, changing stories from interview to interview to interview. And wouldn't you know it, after he interviewed with her, suddenly he has these screenshots and timestamps. And then the next interview after that, he's referring to her as his good friend and that she helped him recover these photos. And her interview with him was not really an interview. She led him through the interview. If you watch all the other interviews and watch hers, you'll see it was all okay. So he said 3:30 when he got back. She's like, oh, well, yeah, I don't know. Let's just say you got home after 4. Why would you do that? Just stick with whatever the person's telling you. Exactly, Savannah. If it is shown, and this has all been reported, so if it's shown that she has tampered with evidence, especially, like, let's say he had a phone, he had a second or third device that he hid and the police didn't get a hold of it, right? Because that happens. They'll have burner phones or something. And then Eve helped him get back into that device or that old account that law enforcement didn't know about, and then put out these screenshots. Oh, she's going to be in trouble too. I really was. And then that twit went and called me a twit. So now I'm calling her a twit. I couldn't believe it. I was very respectful to her. I had legitimate questions and I didn't call her any names or anything. I was genuinely curious about what was going on, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, sarcasm. Oh, I know. And it wasn't until I started looking back on her videos and I was going, oh my God, what the hell is going on here? I mean, yeah, she could be. If, let's see with this one, she could be. I have been told that they've all of the links to all of the lives and videos done have been sent to law enforcement. So, absolutely. Absolutely. You studied law? I didn't study law. I just worked at a law firm, a criminal defense law firm for almost 7 years, and I learned a lot. I saw a lot of I helped with discovery. I helped with depositions. I did all the court filings, you know, running over and getting things filed, picking things up, setting up for depositions, answering the phones, typing, all kinds of stuff. It was fun. I loved it. And I learned a lot, but, you know, I'm not a lawyer or anything. But I do know that what she's done is not a good idea. Not a good idea. Yeah, I'm sure. Whew. I tell you what, y'all. This chick. Okay, I will, Cinnamon. No, I don't think Brandi wants anything to do with him. I mean, I'm not going to speak for her, but I know I wouldn't. So, anyway, I know that I took the long way, you know, on some of that to get everybody to where I wanted you to be, to see what I was doing and why. So, yeah, I really think, oh, that's cool. You did your own. Yeah, I mean, the fact that there's 2 different phones showing up in that drive in the Google Photos, that's really suspicious, honestly. That's really suspicious. Hold on, I'm going to show something here. Please excuse my loud bird clock going in the background. Okay. So first I'm going to show this. It has music, but, you know, due to copyright, I can't share the music, but I think this video is so, so sweet. I'll add some background music. All right, here is where the prosecutor said back in October, I expect to charge it. I know you guys are already familiar with this, but this right here is why I think he's doing what he's doing. Because he got out in November and they said this. So he looked at the case and he probably saw this and thought, oh, I need to do something to sway public opinion, you know? It's larger. Right here, this is what it's all about. 208-642-6006 or find Michael at fruitland.org. He's 7 years old, and I say he is 7 because he is 7. You know? Yeah, this is where he gets it too. It's the same, it's StreamYard music. We can change it around to whatever we want. Let's see. I think I'll go ahead and turn it off. This little sweetheart deserves to come home. One way or another, he needs to come home. I was listening to Ink earlier, and I was almost crying listening to her talk about how her child got away from her in a store or something, and just for 15 minutes, and she was freaking out. I couldn't do it. Remember, breaking news meant they would break into your. Now they. Yeah. They do that, Music City. Good morning. Yes, I am going to go look at that. Do you think I should do that while I'm here? Should I do that now? Savannah, should I go pull that up now? Let me stop my screen. I'm going to go look at what she was telling me about. Let me know if I should pull it up on the live or not. Wondra. Where am I looking, Savannah? Does anybody want to come up here with me, by the way? Does anyone want to come up and chat for a few before I go? I'm trying to find what you're talking about. Can't what I found it. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like it was on his Facebook. This. Let's see. Look at that big old shitting grin on his face. January 25th. He's like, suckers. He has them hidden so we can't see the comments. Oh, come on. We want to see what people said. I bet it wasn't pleasant. Ugh, I don't want to look. Yes, I saw that. She made him leave. He smelled real bad. And that was when Eve assisted him in finding a new place to stay. Yeah, that was her. How can you get that to me, girl? Let me put my email in chat. I am dying to know what Savannah's talking about. Good morning, Cassie Roku. She says, good morning. It touches my heart to see the community pour out so much love to Monkey and his family. I love that. Thank you. Sup, Legendary? How you doing, my friend? And yeah. Like, I know that the duffel bag was empty. I saw him put it on the couch and put all his clothes in it. And it was just a tiny duffel bag. You definitely could not fit a human in it. He said that without even being asked. So gross. I mean, definitely, if you didn't see my last live, go back 2 lives and I am. Oh, you added me. Okay, did you add CrimeSleuthin on Facebook? Hold on, let me see. Oh, there you are. Well, it will. Okay, so you'll have to message me first before it'll let me message you back, okay? But yeah, if you guys want to add me on Facebook, I'll show my stuff here. I do have a Facebook group as well. But if you add me here or follow me, you can send me a message. Let me find my link here. Is it this one? Nope, that's my YouTube. Well, why isn't that working? That's weird. Okay, let me see. This one. Okay. So I have my Facebook group here. I'll put this link in the chat for you guys. You can join. Who's going to be my 100th member? Free to join, of course, if you would like to. This is where I put case files and things like that, case documents and things in here. Oh, wow. You guys are already doing it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody's clicking the link. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't add my, like my real name anywhere, but there's stalkers. I saw you, AAV. Thank you, Pam. Yes, I would love to know that. And I wonder why he wouldn't when he was doing that screen record, that's why that red flag stood out to me, that he wanted only that little section of photos to show. He could have gone forward a little bit in time and shown that photo because it would show up in his gallery. So he could have gone a little further to prove that he got that photo of Michael after. You know what I mean? Because I'm not so sure. I'm getting more requests. Thank you. Request. There we go. Thank you, guys. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yes. Oh, my God. My heart sank when he said that. Which interview was it that he said that on? Because I have, gosh, like, 8-10 pages front and back on all the interviews of all the timestamps and all the, discrepancies. I made a little chart, and let me find my chart here. All the, bear with me just a second. I'm going to look through this as it's in this stack right here. I'm going to get me one of those, oh gosh, what is it called? I shared it to my own Facebook not long ago. I think it's called Remarkable. Here it is. It's basically a tablet, but you write on it and it feels and looks like paper. And you can erase things, make your notes, and then it automatically transfers to your computer or your phone or wherever you want it when you save it. I would love one of those so bad. That is definitely on my Christmas list, or whenever I can get it. I want one of those so bad. So on the interviews, except for Eve's, because, she helped him through that, just like she helped him get into his photos. His time on, like, what he did in the morning, just, I don't really care about the TV, no TV thing. To me, that is irrelevant. Amanda, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I really appreciate you joining. We got to celebrate. We got to celebrate. That's my favorite. So let's see here. Let me go back to chat. All right. Yes, dollies. Let me find Rusty. What did you say? Okay. Someone last night said he did an interview with somebody we know, but it's private. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have not heard of that. I know he did one with a very questionable creator. If you go back to my live from, not this last live, but the one before that, I go over all the details of his interviews. He did 3 with Brooks, January 8th, 9th, and 10th. And then January 18th, which was, let's see, went from, okay, January 8th, he was still at the motel. That night, he got kicked out. That night, he talked to Eve. That night, Eve helped him with money and a ride and arranging him to go to the shelter. So January 9th, when he was talking to, actually, he told Brooks, if you remember correctly, that he was going to go to the hospital. Remember that? I don't think he did. Because the next day, he was at the shelter. No. Actually, I'm wrong. January 8th, he got kicked out that night. January 9th, he was at the shelter. And then, was it that night or the night of the 10th? The day of the 10th, when he told Brooks he was going to the hospital. It was the 9th, because I remember him mentioning it on the 10th. And then he interviewed on the 18th with Dolly. Now, the 17th was the day that he interviewed with Eve and talked to Eve and got the screenshots and all that, right? So then when he went on Dolly's, his story completely changed. And January 21st was when he was with Justin and Josh from the lab. Hold on, I got to turn off this heater. It's a little too hot now. Whew. Starting to melt. Okay, so between all of those, all the way until 11 a.m., everything's pretty much the same. The times that he claimed he left home changed. He said 12:30. Then he said 1 to 1:10. Then he said 1. And then, miraculously, the day after he talked with Eve, he changed it to 1:30. Before, he said he was only at the splash pad for 30 seconds. Then, all of a sudden, when he was talking to Justin, he was there for 5 minutes. And that law enforcement showed him a video of him at the splash pad at that time. And then the other things that he changed was on this child that he saw. He said the child was 5 or 6, and they were 6 or 7 houses down. Then, and couldn't describe him in any way, shape, or form. And then the next interview, suddenly, after talking with Eve, suddenly the child was 8, 9, or 10, and was wearing shorts and a bright colored shirt and dark hair. But I thought you couldn't see him, dude. And you really couldn't. Justin did a live last night where he showed from Google Street View what it would look like looking down the street from Street View, and you couldn't see anything down there. So at first, his first interview with Brooks, he said when he went to Boise, he went to Ontario to pick up a client and then gave them a ride to Boise, that he hung out in Boise for a few hours, is what he said, with his friend Dave. By the time he got to the last interview after he talked with Eve, that changed, and he said he saw Dave for, quote, 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes tops, unquote. So that changed as well. Then when he spoke with Brooks, let's see, he said when he got back from Boise, Sarah and Brandon were there. He did not mention Adrian. Suddenly after speaking with Eve, he got back 4 to 4:30, and all 3 of them were back. Make that make sense. And then he said the same thing to Justin. And then the time that they all left to go to CUNA, he changed that as well. At first, he said 5:30 to 6 is when they left. Then he said he actually changed the story in the same interview with Dolly. At first, he said 5:30, and then later in the interview, he said 6:15 to 6:30 at the latest. And then in Justin's interview, he said left 6 to 6:30. Later in that same interview, he said, well, it was actually 6:30 to 7 when they left. Crazy. In the first interview, he said that when they got there, he stayed at the truck and Sarah and Brandon went inside. That Brandon knew the garage code at the garage. He specifically said that. And they were avoiding the cameras because he wasn't supposed to be there. And then in his interview after speaking with Eve, it was Sarah didn't go inside. Only Brandon did. And he was back in 15 minutes. When he spoke with Justin, he said, again, that Sarah did not go inside. Brandon did, and he was in there for 30 minutes. This is the one where he got more detailed on the duffel bag, and it makes me sick. I don't even want to go there. So with Brooks, he said that they got back to the house between 9 and 10 p.m. And then he said 9 to 9:30. Suddenly, after talking with Eve, that changed to 10:20 using the timestamp of 9:56, which, as I just showed in the video earlier, in the live earlier, at 9:56, that shows a 48-minute drive from that spot back home. How'd they do it in 25 minutes pulling a car? Give me a break. And then the time, so then they all got back home, right? In one interview, he said that Sarah and Brandon went out and searched for 1 to 1.5 hours. Then in the next interview, he said that they got home at 10:15, 10:20, and then Sarah and Brandon went out on foot and searched until 12:30 a.m. That's all the discrepancies in the timeline for all of his interviews, just so you know. I give out a lot more information in the live as well, but just in case you don't want to sick through that whole thing. So now let me go back through comments here. Hey, thank you for being a member for a month. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, I love that bird. The guy that does that makes the best landfill. Okay, hold on. Let me read this. Landfill was on Dolly's timestamp 30:59. Yes. And it was disgusting. And Dolly's live is the only one that he actually mentioned the landfill. And that was because Dolly had the map up and was showing. And he said, we went up through Eagle Road and over past the landfill into Payette and then down to Fruitland. They never needed to go that way. So I thought that was kind of a Freudian slip, honestly. Which one? Okay, it's a rumor. True. Aw. Yeah, I've mentioned before, Canadian Nana, that my son is about that age and looks a lot like him too at that age. Yep, totally changing his story. Oh, really? Oh my goodness. Yep. I think she wanted to, corner the market on Stacey. I really do. As sick as that sounds, I think she really wanted to corner the market. Okay, who is it? Can you tell me? Well, yeah, of course, but if you asked you now, you know what I mean? But within, a day, a week, especially somebody comes and puts a missing poster on your door, you're going to remember. You're going to have your phone and all that data. Both. He's at 1:30-ish was the getting his can of chew, and then the leaving with all of them in the red truck was probably right between 6:30 and 7. Thank you, Adrian. Yep, they know. Very true, Cassie. Absolutely. I almost named my daughter Cassie. I love that name. Shoot, sometimes I'll ask a question, and by the time I see a comment in chat, I forgot what my question was. So, Yeah, Rusty, what did you hear? Unravel. Hello, sweetheart. How are you doing? Well, yeah, somebody else in chat said that they know who it was. If you can't say it here, that's fine. I'm going to put my email in chat. If you would email it to me, I'll forward it to Purple, and I will get to it. Trust me. Even if they put it on members only or something, I'll join to get it. So there's my email. Let's see. Now, I don't know if this is true. Maybe Purple knows. I heard that it was Brandi. It could have been anybody out handing out flyers, but I heard it was actually Brandi that went blanketed the neighborhood, you know? Exactly. Yeah. His whole story changed to match the screenshots. And if you notice, he never showed any of the proof for anything after 3:37 p.m., if even that one's correct. We don't know. There could have been all other kind of photos in that area on the camera roll that got moved and deleted or redated, you know. Good to see you too. Good morning, Neat Noodle. How are you? If you guys are just joining, you're welcome to go back to the beginning. If you chat, it'll still show up here. So if you have any questions, let me know. Yes, yeah. So they knew within 48 hours. Yes. Okay. That one I know about. That's the one I was talking about. I didn't even review that one because that girl is trash. That's all I'm going to say. I am. If you go back to my live, the live about Monkey a few days ago, I explain more there. I don't even want to get into it now. She's not worth my time. That was bad. She did ink. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think the photo of a child supposedly there the next day, isn't that awfully convenient? Like, look, we had a child in our home. We're good people. Give me a break. Oh, that's awful. Sheesh. Well, that's awful. I'm getting lots of new members over here in the group. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, who is it? I don't mind. If you guys have channels, I never care if you put channel names in there. I mean, you can't put the link because it won't let you, but if you put the channel name, I don't mind. And like I said at the beginning of this live, if anybody wants to use any of this for any reason, feel free. You can screenshot, record, share. I don't care. You know, because it's not about me. It's about getting all of the information we can out there and the truth exposed, you know? Yeah, if you believe that, I'm Dolly Parton. Thank you, Neat Noodle. Well, email me too. Yeah, I have to catch my breath a lot. I notice when I'm talking about him. You know what I mean? It literally takes my breath away to think about him. But we need to, you know. I know if nothing good comes from Stacey doing this little whirlwind tour on YouTube, it's what's meant for harm can always turn into good, right? So it has led to more exposure about Michael, and that's always good. So yeah, I just saw her a little bit ago. Can you you mean the channel name is Jessica? Let me go look. Yes, I heard that. Full name. Are you saying that? Okay, hold on. Yeah. Let me go see if I know about her or not. Commentary Deep Diver. Okay. Let's share my screen. Make sure I got the right one. It looks like it. Is this her? I'm going to put the link in chat too. Okay. Oh, yeah, this case is awful. I love how she's holding her pigtails out. That's so cute. That case was crazy. I covered that one. Is there stuff about Michael on her channel? Do you know? I guess I'll come back and look after we're done. Okay. I'll go through her channel a little more after we're done. Pigtail Girl. I hadn't seen her before. I don't think I have ever seen her. I don't show any. Yeah, it'll tell you if you've started a video. I don't think I've seen her before. That's cool. I love finding new channels. Glad you're still here, Buckeye Mama. Yep, same. Thank you for recommending this channel. Appreciate it. Brandon's. Yes. I think they're all full of it, honestly. Okay, so and I don't personally know, so you guys tell me if you know for sure on this one, because I have a big question. There's this, that screenshot that went around of Adrian at the Applebee's, and it's typed on it. It says 4:47 p.m. Do we know for absolute certain that that is legit? I mean, have we actually seen proof that that photo is real? I'm looking through to see if anybody knows for sure. Yeah, that picture is pretty. Are you talking about the picture of the tattoo? Good morning, Level Headed. How are you? Be sure to hit that like button on your way in. I wonder the same thing. So nobody knows for sure if the photo of Adrian is for sure 4:47 p.m. in, was it at Applebee's, but I don't remember where right now. I'm going to be wrapping it up in just a minute here. So I've covered everything that I needed to. Avi, is it absolutely certain that it is real and that he really was there? Okay. Do you guys think that he was involved in this, or does he have a solid alibi? Because, Stacey claimed, he goes back and forth on Adrian, and he said that Adrian spent the night there. So what are we thinking about Adrian? Is he completely out of it? Because I'm just wondering why, law enforcement showed his photo as well, Yes, if you have not subscribed yet, please do. And hit that bell. Sometimes I will schedule a live, in a couple hours before I do one. And sometimes I'll schedule them days in advance. I don't know. Yeah, I'm actually thinking that it's Stacey who's trying to put blame on others. And I noticed that Brandon is the one pointing all the fingers at Stacey, though. Although it's kind of like Stacey and Sarah and Brandon were definitely all together between those hours, right? They were all definitely together from, let's just say 5, all the way through midnight. They were together. Yet they all have different stories. Ah, okay. This one makes sense. AV says, my opinion only, I think Adrian knows more, but I don't know about his involvement because he left shortly after. What do you think? Level-headed. Yeah, that's what I heard too, that he took her name. But I don't know. Welcome back, Pink Bow. Yeah, Stacey said he was there and spent the night and everything. So I'm wondering if he's trying to shift blame, Because he did say on 2 of the interviews that Adrian was there. And then he's just stopped mentioning Adrian at all. So I don't believe a word he says anyway. I can't imagine what happened. But I think law enforcement pretty much knows. But knowing and proving are 2 different things, and I don't think that they're going to charge them and arrest them until they know for sure, because they only have one shot. If they arrest them, then what do they have, like 48 or 72 hours to charge them with probable cause? So oh my God, I think she would have a crush on my dog. You might think that the title of my last live on this is kind of weird. It's "You Can Drive My Wife, but Not My Car." Because that's something that he said to Brandon when Dolly was asking him, why didn't you just let him use your car? Or, why couldn't you just use your car? And he said, oh, no. Nobody uses my car. And then Dolly was like, but he can sleep with your wife? Gross. I think he said both of them, Savannah. He said Brandon that he knew about, that he was okay about a couple of times, and then it turned into longer than he was okay with. And you know, I don't judge what people do in their marriages, because what may be a deal breaker for most of us is nothing to other couples, you know. So would I ever do something like that? No. But some people are weird, but whatever floats your boat. Yeah, I thought that was just so strange. Like, seriously, he can borrow your car, but not your tools? Because he said that too. He wouldn't, because Dolly even asked him, like, why couldn't you have just let him take tools, or take tools with you guys and fix it there? It was funny. They're all strange birds. Yes, he did. Sarah drove, which is so weird because she hadn't driven before, had never towed a vehicle before, but they picked this night of all nights to let her practice towing with a strap at night. What? None of it makes any sense. I don't believe a word of it. I was really torn on the cover, on the title for that one. It was either you can drive my wife but not my car, or you can borrow my wife but not my tools, and I went with the car one. Because frankly, I do, you know, if you come to my lives often, you'll see that I try to break things up with a little bit of levity and humor sometimes, because if I don't, I'm going to scream and throw my computer, because these people make me sick. They really make me want to do this. For real. For real. Oh, this is how I look at Stacey in all those interviews. And now how I'm looking at Eve. Oh, Eve, if you're watching, honey, this one's for you. But yeah, I do kind of cleanse my palate with a little humor here and there. I mean, no disrespect whatsoever. I really hope that if Brandi were to ever see any of my stuff, that she would understand that. So, a special baseball bat. Yeah. Oh my, are you serial? See? Yes, me too. Me too. Back. Okay. Yes, I love to see the laughs. Gotta laugh. It's okay. Same, for sure. And you see me say, swing, bada, 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 swing, bada, bada, bada. Is that how you do it? Girl, I checked all of my receipts. And I didn't buy any of her bullshit. Unravel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bueller. Has anybody believed Eve or Stacey? Anybody? Anybody? Bueller. Oh. You watch The Walking Dead too, huh? Cool. Hand not raised. We're not buying it, Eve. We're not buying it. Not at all. My goodness, I'm still getting member requests now. I really love that. Yeah, how many? 10 new members in the Facebook group. Thank you. So I used to be like a true diehard fan, but honestly, when a show gets too crazy, like when the zombies started speaking, I was out. I was out. I was done. I was done. I was like, get the hell out of here. Zombies don't evolve and start talking. Jesus. Oh, woo. I don't even remember when I stopped watching. Whenever the zombies started talking, way back in the day, I used to, when my kids were little, I used to really watch, because I grew up on it with my mom, watching it, Days of Our Lives. So I was watching it too, and I don't remember when this happened, but Marlena was one of the big stars on the show. And the very day that they were doing this, like, her being possessed stuff going on in the show, and I was like, oh, this is getting a little weird. But then the day that they turned her into a tiger on the show, I never watched again. I was like, y'all done lost your minds. I'm done. Oh, I do have Discord now for CrimeSleuthin, but I haven't really done anything with it. But if you guys are on Discord, you can find me there, I guess, under CrimeSleuthin. I really don't know how it works. I've joined a few, I guess you call them servers, but I haven't really done anything with it. But I would like to do a little more, you know. You do, Avy. Yeah, sometimes I wonder, like, what's going on Days of Our Lives, but my real life is crazy enough. These are not. Oh. Okay, guys. It was just too much. It was just, I mean, I have a really good imagination. You know, I can buy a lot of stuff in a show. But when zombies start talking and they turn humans into animals, I'm out. I'm done. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that movie in a while, though. Oh, no, I didn't know that. Well, you guys, I want to stay and hang out, but I'm going to go ahead and stop it here only because I want to keep this, you know, as short as possible for other people who want to watch later. You know, oftentimes if I see a live that's, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 hours long, I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. And I just leave. Or else, you know, kind of skim through a lot of lives is what I do, or watch them on 1.75 speed. But I'm going to play my outro. You guys have a lovely day. And again, Just a reminder, there is a $52,000 reward to bring Michael home. So at the bottom is the information, and I'll read it again. A lot of people watch my stuff and drive or work. So Michael Monkey Vaughan has been missing since July 27th, 2021. Please, if you know anything, call the tip line 208-642-6006. It's a $52,000 reward, but don't do it for that. Do it so Michael can be brought home. So can I see a flood, please, of love for Michael and for his mom and dad and his siblings? I really would appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you very much. I hope you all have a great day. Okay? I'll see you later. Bye. Thank you.
Hey all y'all. How y'all doing today? All y'all have a good day.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.